welcome to the first episode of the Banner Saga. That's right, I decided the Banner Saga is going to replace Inside. Now, I know very little about the Banner Saga. I know it's a turn-based strategy game. I know from the looks of it, it follows somewhat into Viking-ish mythology. I have played a bit of it. I played a few hours, so we're probably not going to get through what I have seen in this episode. Who knows? But I know I enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure it should be able to make good 30-minute episodes. But I've not beaten this one or the second or third game. I think I own all three. Hold on. That seems like a thing worth knowing. Banner. I own 1 and 2. So that's important. I wonder if that is her. Because that is him. Either way. That is for next time. What? The second game is for later. For now, we're going to play the first game. We're going to start a new game. I deleted my previous game because there's no point in me having the previous game, the previous run, because it's now just you guys. So let's begin. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. I have seen that. We're going to go through some tutorial stuff first. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern waste. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one... Oh, it is just going to stop. Only one thing has stopped. The text. Also, the sun. The sun stopped moving in the sky. It's very weird. Stoic.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðanvor.
It's not English.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital.
Also gigantic.
Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds.
So, some of you may be thinking...
We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home.
It's fine.
Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Oh, yes, the governor. See, there's people. Significantly smaller. Oh, you also saw some people back there already.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höllina miklu!
Combat training time. Very Gaelic. Or Viking. The men are fighting men, and then the giants showed up and were like, no. Alright. So you may be thinking, okay, they're just really far up north. The sun stops moving because the sun doesn't actually move. The Earth moves. So the sun moving across the sky is actually just the Earth rotating. And at the North Pole, during some times of year, it's just positioned at the top. So there's no real nighttime. Yes, but the Earth is still rotating. So the thing would still be going around in a circle in the sky. This is something weird. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red, him, and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they had bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. Fascinating. These portraits show the order. All right, right here. So there's 3 of us. Third one's there. No, there are 2 of us. This is just got it. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue. The enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Cool. Movement happens before action. The ring shows the shield bearer is active. The blue tiles show him where he can move. Some characters fill more tiles than others. Yeah, because he's fucking huge. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varro, who take up 4 tiles, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Yeah, it's much easier to surround a Varro with a lot of people. Click the tile to move to, and click the check mark to confirm. Bam. It has been a long time since I did this. Target the enemy, click the tile on which they stand. Allied tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target the enemy now by clicking the tile. You choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. So I can do 2 damage to his 4 armor or 5 damage to his strength. Numbers beneath each icon, 2, 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. So I can either damage his armor, so he takes more damage to his health later, or I can just hit him right in the fucking face and murder him. You can choose either... what? Oh, check mark. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls metal. I didn't remember that. So every time you take damage there, you do less damage. Good to know. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. Oh, so he's only going to take 1 if I hit him for that. By breaking armor, you can open up to more damage in the future. Got it. This one only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Oh, never mind. Click on the fist now. Yeah, okay, cool. Bam! So that is showing the direction already. He's down! Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your character. Yay. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is your enemy. Turn always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, it always alternates between their team and my team. So if I have 1 guy left and they have 4, so one of them goes, I go. One of them goes, I go. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield bearer's high armor. Haha! Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of those enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is limited resources, so use it wisely. Yep, so I'm using 2 willpower, which is he has 8 to move in 2 squares ahead of the ability. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click him to see his ability. Tempest. You just select 1 and it's going to hit all of them, so it doesn't matter. Wallbam! Get fucked. Pillage. Then make quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Neat. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest. He can regain 1 willpower. A chieftain will rest this turn. Good for him. Bad choice. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Shield bearer won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can use to boost your damage. Click the chieftain style to attack. Ah, like that. Got it. Bam! He had no armor. He just pokes him. Wow, that was loud. Just a little chest poke. 8 renown. Okay. Oh, I have to continue button right in front of me.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know.
I didn't.
He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
That is true.
I'm in a bad way, my friend.
When you have a
Help
gang
me
like
finish
that.
this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
It's a lot of dead bodies. Only a good sign. Only the sun has stopped. Chapter 1. So this is going to be a story-heavy game. In case that wasn't clear. Remains a turbo strategy. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Okay. Just that. We go into the next cutscene. Eric, steward of Strand. Am I still... Yeah, I'm still in camera. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Scaflings. That you didn't hack up in the Great Hall, scattered after you took out that chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stayed down. Was hoping you'd join me in the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay. Down to the docks we go! Market. Click the market tent to visit the merchant. Alright, let's go to the market. Hold on. I'm assuming this is unimportant. Whoop. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-face houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on briny current. One man in particular blanches at your approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The scafling's sheep bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled out back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. I don't talk. They don't talk to me. I don't have patience for this. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know how much? Just a little food money, yeah? I'll let Eric take point on this one. I do nothing. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Alright. Gods! Eric! Laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the scaflings? Nobleman. Up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hands, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguards step forwards. Are we done here? What enough? Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought 'em while we were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. They look good? I'm glad you care. Gunnif goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be scafling. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skulls in the ground. I'm gonna find him. I'll meet you there. After this, I'm done here. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Okay, fair enough. Mead House. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Volgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get this over with. That's the spirit, says Volgard. Here we go! Oh, look, more people. Falgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of this table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scaffoldings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead stains in the process. Mead steins. Steins. Alright, let's kick the shit out of more people, I guess. So we have 2 humans. Do we have... Ah, we did bring both of them with us, too. Great. Alright. Ready. Oh, I get to pick where everyone starts. Hold on. Hold on. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to click on him anymore. I want to look at these guys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you want to be over here. You can go there. You can go with them. You can go here. What are you? What do you use, Eric? You seem to have an axe. You all seem to have axes. Alright, whatever. Ready to... I was hoping for more of a fight than this, says Valgard. I don't see any point in using willpower just yet, so I'm going to go here and be ready for him. Stonewall. What's Stonewall do? Stonewall blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. Blocks 3 damage per hit. 1 round. Come at me then. Thug Swordsman. Good call. Good call. Now, I'm going to bring you to right here. What do you got? Rally! Gives willpower to allies at any range. Rank 1. You don't have an attack, so end turn. Come closer. Please. Come to me. Yeah, let's just come to here. No ability. Well, that's rude. I'm assuming, yeah. Can't attack diagonally. So, using the willpower to push forward. 1 would waste of time. Hey! He's hurting himself with every swing! What? Alright, you have no armor left. Good for you, buddy. You have no willpower? You have tons of willpower. Just wasn't allowed to use it to move, apparently. Rude. Alright, end turn. Alrighty. So it begins. I can go over here. I'm going to use 2 willpower to do it. Oh, I want to go 1 forward. Shite. Stonewall again. I need to get a move. Yes, get closer. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah. We're just going to go ahead and surround this guy and beat him to death. Oh, good. He's dead. Warden. Defeat an enemy with the Warden. Alright, well, everyone needs to get a kill then, I guess. Boop. 1 damage. Or... Fine, fuck your armor. Yes. Bring yourselves to me. Break yourself upon my wall! Warhawk. Ooh, we got a promotion for that one. Alright. And club him. Oh, perfect. Raid Master! Very good. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I'm using Eric. Move. Over here. Take him out from the back. Let's use 1 to increase the damage and do this. Bam! Oh, he also got a promotion. Yes! Separate. That'll make it much easier to pummel you to death. Pillage! Last one standing indeed. Oh god, 10 damage? Nap time. I didn't get an achievement for him. An achievement for everyone else, though. The foes lay dead at your feet. Okay. Achievement, Raid Master. Defeat enemy with the Raid Master. Defeat enemy with the Warhawk. Defeat enemy with the Warden. Promotion, tempered by blood, pain, and... Promotion, tempered by blood, pain, and resolve. Eric is ready for promotion. Cool. Fantastic. Well, there they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with the sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varl Kingship, last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there's no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guest down the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Alright. Yes, the red and yellows are pretty sure the ones we know. I'm going to the docks. Down we go! Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version, tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Sorry. Music really ramped up. Abundant in purpose. Gods. Udin? Ubin. You're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Hacken. Must there. Still bleeding tributes from the four and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundir demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arbaran, in fact. And glad for it. Hacken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned in red. On red. Cameron, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hacken has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hacken. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should? Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is, the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Morg? Hacken, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world, the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The wrong road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Oh, it is. It is. So I have 32 Varl, 0 fighters, 0 clansmen, 100 gold, 17 banners. Wariness suddenly... Excuse me? Gonna fucking pop up on my screen while I'm trying to fucking... Wariness suddenly settles in and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men in the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. Should? Could? Could. Okay, I did read that right. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan, tomorrow it might not hurt to share a drink with Hacken, or introduce yourself to this prince, the prince they spoke so highly of. Click a talk icon to converse with one of your heroes. I like Hacken. Well, we've met Hacken. Let's meet the douche. I mean, the prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for London. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. Wagner. I'll be joining you back to Grafheim with my guards. London looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A Varl historian. Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been particularly trumpeting it throughout the cities. Have practically, good job, Cameron, practically been trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Lyndon takes a deep breath. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain, maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Arbrang, and now we go to the Varl's capital of Grafheim to cement the grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Fair enough. Do I get to... Yeah, okay, I can talk to both. Nice. Excellent. Scrivener. You find Hackett in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hacken waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the round collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. Oh, sorry about that. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yawk's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. It's not too late to start trying, Hacken. Hacken lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grafheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. I'm going to let this episode end when we leave this area, so let's visit the Great Hall. Might as well supplies. At dawn, you're awoken by delivery of goods. At least, you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. And why did I lose supply? All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Plus 20 renown. Ah, that must be what the banner stuff is. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, London and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Mogner and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates will be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expects you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Off we go. Alright. Next stopping point. Oh, I now have 366 Varl and 85 fighters. And also significantly less gold. 2 days. Morale declined. Fantastic. Where's my morale? So the 66 is my supplies. Who knows? Oh, the 37 is the renown. Alright. So before I read this, we're going to end this episode. This is the end of the first episode of the Banner Saga. I hope you're enjoying so far. At some point, I thought maybe we could get to the first jump to another character in this episode, but it doesn't look like we're going to. It shouldn't be long before we're at the next jump, but I feel like we have to go through the entire tutorial, which is what this is. We'll get some more story in the next episode. Hope you enjoy story-heavy games. If you don't worry, there's still other games coming out, such as Technomancer, another story-heavy game. But hey, Lego Harry Potter's still coming out. That's not really story-heavy. It's just silly. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.